Hello again. So we are going to go over project number 2 in this video. You can also do this on your own. You don't have to watch the video, obviously, but I know some students really like watching the videos for this. So project number 2 can be found here in the content area of the course, left-hand side here, worth 10% of your overall grade, due Sunday, November 3rd. You can turn it in here or in week 11. Okay, so let's download the PDF document that is the project worksheet. I will go over that. So this is all about Greco-Roman influences in the modern world. So that means influences found in our world when we look around. Can we see things from the Greeks or the Romans? The Romans obviously were influenced by the Greeks, and the Greeks were influenced by Egypt and Mesopotamia. So there's a lot of like passing on, but the Greeks really did, and the Romans really have influenced our culture as well. So even today, so much of our world can be traced back to the legacy of the ancient Greek and Romans. Please find 3 examples of art. This can be utilitarian art, it can be architecture, anything in your everyday life that is influenced by the Greco-Romans. And then write about that object. So this will require that you pay attention to the various buildings and objects around you. You may find remnants of ancient Greece or Rome in many of the buildings in your town, pottery, statuary, painting, objects, anything you can find that are influenced from Greco-Roman. These should be more like art objects, not like engineering things, hopefully. Some of the art does tie into engineering too, like the column or some of those things, or the arch possibly, but for the most part we should be thinking of art objects, and art, obviously architecture is art. So it doesn't have to be architecture though, it could be pottery like I said, or use your imagination. I always get surprised by what students find. So try to find examples or objects that are local to you in your area. Don't pull examples from the internet, please. So once you have found 3 examples of ancient Greco-Roman influence in your everyday life, write at least a paragraph about each of the objects that you have found or examples that you have found. 3 paragraphs totals probably around 8 sentences each paragraph for each paragraph. And each paragraph explain where you found the example, why you believe it is part of the legacy and influence of the ancient Greeks or Romans. Describe the object in detail and tell me what features, mediums, and stylistic choices are derived from ancient Greece or Rome. And explain what your example might have looked like in its original state without modern materials or stylistic changes. How has it changed since ancient times? Which modern features have been added and why? And what features have been removed over time and why, and then finally elaborate on why you think each example was able to last through the ages into modern times. Please include pictures of all 3 of your examples. Make sure you take your own pictures, do not pull them from the internet. Insert those into your document or submit them as separate files within Brightspace. You can use Word, Google Docs, whatever you want, but just either a Word doc or a PDF file for a grade by the due date. I do see if plagiarism is taking place, so make sure you just write in your own words. And that's project number 2. Okay, thanks guys.